Alright guys, welcome back to Noble's View. This is our weekend recap for the match week 17 in the English Premier League. Now guys, there were some games I predicted that were actually correct, some were not correct as well. But I will just go straight to talk about the recap for the weekend games, the Man City game, the Liverpool game, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man United games as well. So guys, sit tight while we review the matches that were played over the weekend. Now, the first game we're going to talk about is a game between Newcastle United versus Chelsea. I actually predicted this game to be a 2-1 win for Newcastle against Chelsea because it's been a long time Chelsea won at St. James's Park. And I know Chelsea always struggle against Newcastle. So I expected it to be a very, very tough test for the Chelsea team. But the game was actually a very, very interesting one, honestly. But Newcastle were 2-0 up from Nick Watermada's brace in the first half, and Chelsea came back in the second half through Reece James' free kick. Man, that free kick was powerful, and Chelsea got a 2-2 draw at the end of the game. So it was quite a very, very interesting game to watch. As a neutral fan, you enjoy watching that game. So I actually love that game between Newcastle versus Chelsea. It was actually the first game of the weekend, match week 17. Now the next game is the game between Manchester City and West Ham United. I predicted the game to be a 3-1 win for Man City because I know most definitely at the Etihad Stadium, with the way Man City are flying now, they must win that game against West Ham. It was a 3-0 victory for Manchester City with 2 goals from Erling Haaland. I think Foden, right? No, sorry, Tijani Rangers scored a goal. So it was 2 goals for Haaland and 1 goal for Tijani Rangers. Now, it was a well-deserved victory for Man City. When Man City won that game, they went top of the league table because Arsenal had not played. Arsenal played the last game on Saturday night. That was 8 p.m. kickoff. So, and Man City played, I think, around 3 p.m.-ish. Yeah, Man City played around 3 p.m. So, Arsenal played late at night. So, as at that time, when City won 3-0, they were at top of the table, but Arsenal won their game later against Everton. We'll get over that as well. We'll get to that. Now, the next game is between Liverpool, Tottenham versus Liverpool. Liverpool was away from home. Now, that game, I predicted it to be a 2-0 victory for Liverpool. That was my prediction. You guys can check my prediction short videos and also my preview for the Tottenham-Liverpool game. I did 4 previews over the weekend. The Chelsea, Tottenham game with Liverpool, the Man City, no, not Man City, Arsenal and Man United game. So I did 4 previews, so you guys can check those videos out. Now, I knew that Liverpool was going to win Tottenham, that Spurs were going to struggle in that game, honestly. Now, when the game started, Tottenham weren't really showing much that they actually want to win that game, because I know Tottenham have been on a very, very bad run of form. So it wasn't a surprise that they lost, but while I watched that game, I would say the Tottenham team really played well. They got 2 red cards in that game. In the first half, Xavi Simons was sent off, I think, in the 33rd minute in the first half. That rash tackle on Virgil van Dijk. Yeah, he said he slipped, but I saw that as being very clumsy. It was a well-deserved red card. Even before the referee gave the red card, I said no, while I was doing a live watch along, that this is definitely a red card. So the referee came and saw the review, the monitor. He reviewed it at the monitor, and it was well deserved to be a red card to Xavi Simons. Now, Tottenham were still playing really well even when they were 1 man down, and Liverpool couldn't get a goal in the first half. Later on in the second half, Liverpool got a goal from Alexander Isak. Isak was also forced off. I think he broke his left or right leg. He was subbed off, and the news we got yesterday is like, he's saying that an MRI scan will be done, that Isak probably will be on the sidelines for a very long time. So let's see what the outcome of the MRI scan that will be done later today will be, if he's going to be out for weeks or for months. Let's see. Isak, like I said, got the first goal, and Hugo Ekitike got the second goal. That second goal from Ekitike was actually a push. But I don't know, because of inconsistencies in the English Premier League officials' job, they've been very, very inconsistent. That ball shouldn't have stood as a goal, but we all know how the English referees are. So they allowed it to stand as a goal. Richarlison came on in the second half and got a goal for Tottenham. Now, the Tottenham captain Romero was sent off late on, I think in about 80-something minutes. He was sent off in the game. Either 80-something or 90 minutes, he was sent off. There was 9 minutes added time. Now, Tottenham was still pressing Liverpool, having been 2-man down. This Liverpool team is really, really shaky. Liverpool defense was just shaky. I'm like, how can you guys be crumbling against a 9-man Tottenham team? But the most important thing in football is to get the 3 points. And Liverpool, they finally went away with the 3 points. So that's the most important thing in football, actually. Then the other game is the Arsenal game away from home at Everton. Now, that game I predicted it to be a 1-1 draw. But the game ended up to be a 1-0 victory for Arsenal through Gyökeres penalty. He scored the goal, actually. Arsenal remained top of the league table. Like I said earlier in the video, the City topped Arsenal while City won the game because Arsenal had not played. So when Arsenal played their own game and won 1-0 against Everton away from home, Arsenal went back top of the league table. So currently Arsenal is first on the league table. Man City is second. Aston Villa third. Chelsea fourth. Liverpool fifth. You have Sunderland sixth. Man United seventh. So the league table is actually changing shape gradually, but let's see how the next couple of weeks is going to be, the January period and February, which we know is very crucial in the league title. Let's see if Arsenal will maintain it. This season is actually the fifth time Arsenal is topping the table before Christmas, and all those times they didn't win it. But let's see if this season is actually going to be very different, because I actually want Arsenal to win the Premier League this season. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I've said this a couple of times this season. I really wish Arsenal to win the league. But if Arteta fails to win the league, Kroenke should sack him. They should not hesitate, guys, because there are no excuses this time around. Then finally, the game we are going to be reviewing is the Man United game against Aston Villa at Villa Park. Now, this game I predicted it to be a 2-1 win for Man United. And as a Man United fan, I'm not happy. It's a game of mixed feelings. I'm not happy with the result because it was a loss, 2-1 loss. But I'm very, very much happy with the team's performance, because Man United, like Amorim said yesterday during the post-match press conference interview, that Man United were the better team, that the better team lost 100%. Man United played really well. Bruno got injured in the first half. He managed to finish the first half, and he couldn't join the team in the second half. Now, it was a big loss for Man United to lose the captain, the person with the highest chances created. Like, it was just crazy, but it is what it is. Martinez came on to substitute Bruno, and in the first half, Benjamin Sesko had 2 chances. He missed both chances. He didn't score. I'm like, what exactly is wrong with Benjamin Sesko? The 2 goals that Morgan Rogers scored were the fault of Lenny Yoro. From your wing, the same kind of goals, and you let that happen. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with Yoro. He messed up against Crystal Palace, that gave Palace a penalty that we managed to come from behind to win. And yesterday again, he caused the 2 goals. He couldn't even defend properly. He's been shocking. Eden Heaven, I was even expecting to struggle, did really well. He held Oli Watkins. Sorry, guys. He held Oli Watkins. Oli Watkins couldn't even do anything in that game. But it's crazy. But I was very, like I said, I was very impressed with Man United's performance last night. Villa is actually the most informed team in the league. Not in the league, sorry. In Europe, actually. In Europe. Villa is the most informed team in Europe. So they played really, not played really well, but they got the win, which is the most important thing in football, getting the 3 points. That's all that matters. So a big congratulations to Aston Villa. They are still pushing for the league. They are 3 points behind Arsenal that are at top of the table. So guys, thank you very much, guys. And if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. We are currently at 702 subscribers, guys. On the road to 1,000 subscribers. Come on, guys. Let's push it. And please hit the like button as well, guys. Thank you very much. And peace out, guys. Bye.